Hello, I'm Athena and welcome back to the Quaranteen Podcast. This week, special guest is nobody. This is gonna be a solo episode. I try to have solo episodes every month or every four guests, then I have a solo episode. So if you haven't seen the episodes before for this four, please go watch it. I'm about to say before, but I didn't. Too many fours. So we had Alexander. We had Rodney, Jed, and Mike. So go watch those, check them out. But if you already started this one and you haven't seen the other ones, just might as well finish it. So this week is just a solo episode. Be fun, as I just said. So two questions I ask every guest that I'm going to be asking myself or just talking about is first question, my screen time. So let's just do one for today and one for the week. All right, so today is Sunday, October 4th. It's 5 o'clock right now, 5:01 to be exact. For today, it's only been an hour and 31 minutes. TikTok for 15 minutes, Instagram for 15 minutes, and hour and 30. Crazy, 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 crazy. Normally, it's much higher than this. I think it's because my Instagram wasn't really working today. And I was, so interesting. For the week, the daily average, 1 hour and 31 minutes. Oh, maybe because today's Sunday. Yeah, so it's 56% down from last week, which is, wow. All right, another thing that I have that I do for every guest is TV show recommendations. So this week, I watched Teenage Bounty Hunters. It's on Netflix. Go check it out. It's about these two twins who are teenagers and they're bounty hunters. It's really good. It's really quirky and unique. I don't really know what else to describe it as, but it's really funny. Just go check it out. Yeah. So, what are we going to talk about this week? Well, I mean, there's a lot of stuff. If you've seen the thumbnail, I'm just kind of talking about my vocal journey so far. I'll get into that a little bit later, but also what I use this podcast for is to kind of maybe look back on the future, maybe in like 10 years' time when this whole entire COVID thing is over. You hear the word, you're not like, you don't think, I mean, no one's overreactions like that right now, but, we hear about COVID a lot. So, but just a couple of things in the news this week. On Tuesday, there was a debate between Joe Biden and Donald Trump. I don't really want to talk about it that much, but it did indeed sound like an Among Us meeting. Just a lot of mess. Orange is kind of sus. That's all I'm saying. Vote him out. Okay, so another thing in the news that is crazy. Trump got COVID, and oh God, isn't it ironic? That's a quote from Alanis Morissette. I don't really like talking about politics on this show, but I mean that is pretty eventful news. I think it's just good to talk about and mention. Also, SNL is back. Woo! Got back yesterday because Saturday Night Live, today's Sunday. Yeah, I watched it. I didn't watch it live. What was I doing yesterday? I was playing Among Us and procrastinating homework. That's what I'm doing also right now. So yeah, SNL is back. Check out SNL. If you don't know what it is, please go check it out. Like what? I really like SNL. One of my dreams, I have many dreams, is to be on SNL, either as a writer or performer, maybe both. Be the next Tina Fey, or Colin Jost if you don't know the other group. Okay, so yeah, a little update about that. All right, the next thing, a little news from me, is that a little bit of cat update, like weekend update, but cat update. So you haven't seen the other solo episode, or you don't follow me on Instagram, go follow me on Instagram at athenarethispodcasts. Um, or like you just somehow don't check up on me, it's fine. I have two cats, two little kittens, two little Siamese cats, both girls, Luna and Selena. They're about 5, 6 months now. We've had them since June, July, August. I don't know. I think we had them for like almost 2, 3 months. Could be a little bit wrong on those dates. I don't really know. And they're really scared cats. They're really timid cats. I can't really pick them up. If I did, you would see them, or hear them. if you're listening to this, the audio version. So yeah, they're really timid. I can't even pick them up. Can't really pet them. They just run away. I don't know what I did to them. But I've been trying to talk to them a lot. And it was crazy for me to talk to a cat, but they need to know their names. And Luna, the one with the black paws, that's how you know the difference. She knows her name, kind of. I've been saying Luna, and she's like, huh? Huh? she understands it, which is great. Good progress. I try to play with them every day. They don't really like when I do that, but that's the whole point. You got to get them socialized. So, yeah. Another thing with me, school. Oh, God, where do I begin? I'm taking like 6 classes right now, 5 in a lab, so 6. Um, that's been fine, it's whatever. I've been procrastinating a lot. I think in the beginning, I tried to do like 9 to 5, Dolly Parton. Dolly Parton. Oh my God, my brain is dying. I'm sorry. I had a weird dream about Hunger Games X, like Christmas combined. I don't really want to get into it. It's a really political dream, which is crazy. It's really stupid too. So political. I'm kidding. But basically, where I live, not gonna say where, but in my dream, where I lived was like the safe area for people who were like escaping the government, and the government was pretty mad, even though they could have just like taken us. They just didn't, so they used mind games on us. Anyway, I live kind of near trains, or at least I live closer to the trains than I do now, and they basically just sent a bunch of trains after us. And I woke up to kind of just, like Katniss was kind of like a symbol for, I think, District 11, District 12. It's been a while since I've seen that, or you haven't read, I think I read the first book, but since, she became kind of like a symbol of like freedom, and I kind of became that in my dream, because a candy cane was a new symbol of like rebellion, because it was around Christmas time, and it was really weird, because like I'm Christian, but like everyone else, we didn't really celebrate it. It was just like they sent also like Christmas themed troops at us, and we just see houses getting like taken down, but they all have the lights up. So it wasn't that threatening, but creepy. I woke up to just saying, try and get me. And then just you see a bunch of just Christmas themed soldiers coming at me. So I woke up. I was very scared and concerned for my well-being, but I woke up. So sorry, I go on tangents a lot. So yeah, I mean, school has been okay. I've been procrastinating a lot. It's Sunday at 5. I have a meeting at 6:30 to finish recording this podcast, and I still have like an hour of work to do after. I noticed that my time management skills have been getting better and worse. Like I schedule it in to do homework, but then I have like a bunch of meetings. I just don't really say no to things. I always just go be like, yeah, I could be going to this meeting and doing my homework. Yeah, of course. Yeah, I can do multitasking. Indeed, Friday, I was on 2 meetings at once. Chaotic, don't do it. You wondering how I did it? Meeting here and meeting here on my iPad. It was crazy because I could obviously tell I was in another meeting, and it was really awkward because like one time I had to mute for this one and this one was going, and I was like, turn it down. It didn't work, but now I know what to do. Put headphones on your second meeting. They don't really have to talk at. You can have your video off, but I find that rude, so I don't have it off. Because we're humans, we connect with other humans, so I think it's just nice to have your video on, and no one cares what you look like, only you do. Yeah, it's really present because I'm staring at myself right now. And normally, like other podcast styles without using Zoom, you wouldn't be staring at yourself, so I'm not like constantly fixing my hair or whatever. But like now I feel really insecure about it. Just a second, because I mentioned it. So yeah, school has been fine. Big news. Yesterday was October 3rd. Mean Girls Day. If you don't know that reference, you should. Tina Fey is great. Yes, I do indeed like Tina Fey a lot. I was about to say love, but I don't like saying love unless I know the person. So yeah, yesterday was October 3rd. My Instagram wasn't working yesterday, which was good and bad. I was going to post a photo for October 3rd for Mean Girls Day because sometimes I do. Then I realized it's kind of stupid, but like, what else is going on? And then my Instagram wasn't working for me, so I just didn't. And I felt fine about it. I watched a live stream with Erica Henningsen, Taylor Louderman, Kit Rockwell, and Gray Henson. It was really great. Then I shout out to Raya for sending that to me. I wouldn't have found it by myself, or maybe I could, but thank you for sending it to me. Maybe I'll put it down in the description if you want to check that out, even though it's October 4th, or maybe 5th or 6th, or whenever, when you're listening to this. You should go check it out. So, kind of just expose myself there. I am a huge musical theater fan, not huge as, I don't know that much. I kind of mainly know the Tumblr musicals, but I'm trying to learn more. So, if you have any musicals you want me to check out, please leave it down below. Yeah. So, why do I mention Broadway? What does that have to do with this week? Well, singing. So yeah, I mean, I've been starting to take singing lessons this, only been a month now, a little bit more than a month. And this episode's kind of just going to be about my vocal journey so far. I know it's so small and so whatever, but I've honestly been learning a lot. And kind of this episode is for anyone who wants to start singing or just wants to know what it's about or has been singing and can leave me tips, please. In the comments or something. Also, email me. Good time to plug. At athenarethispodcasts@gmail.com. Please email me. If you don't want to spell that, oh gosh. It's athenarethispodcasts@gmail.com. Also in the description if you don't want to remember that. Okay. So yeah, I'm starting singing lessons. It's fun. It's interesting. No, I will not sing on this podcast because I did not warm up today, and I'm very insecure about singing. I'll get into that. I think singing and everything you kind of do is really a mental game. Not everything you do. I mean, but I think a lot of things that are new and challenging, they are really draining mentally. You just got to get over it. Something's just got to click in your head. Let me bring this mic forward. I feel like I've been quiet the whole entire time, so I don't know. Trying to speak louder, but also not, because I do have something at 6 that I need my voice for. So kind of my journey with singing, I wanted to do, when I was younger, I think we all dreamt of either being a princess or like stuff like that. I mean, I think being a princess is like the easiest job. Could be wrong though. I think maybe TikToker. But I don't know. No hate, no. But you know, so I was younger. Kind of the two main dreams I had was an archaeologist and a singer. Two contrasting sides. You can see left and right brain really present in me. And that kind of continued. Not that exact dream, but kind of like the two composing juxtaposition between the two, like a big word, between like my two directions that I want to go in. So just archaeologist, kind of just brief, because I live near the train tracks, kind of, and you know I just like rocks. So yeah, you're thinking geologist. I didn't know that. Okay, all I knew was archaeologist from, I think it was Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants, second one. So that's all I knew. I saw Blake Lively play soccer and do archaeology, and I was like, goals. But then the other girl went to Greece. I'm Greek, so those movies are great. Go check out Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants. Yeah. Oh my gosh, I thought of something, but never mind. About how great would it be if I was in Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants #3. Please do it. And I gave you the idea, so cast me in it. Anyway, so about singing, you know, I think every time when I was younger in the car with my dad, I would always be singing, you know, just vibing, singing. Thought, oh my god, I could be a singer. So then I had neighbors, Seth Morin, shout out to you. I have not talked to you in years, but we used to kind of come over, like we used to go over to each other's houses and like write music sometimes. And I thought, oh my god, it would be great if we were in a band. And I never sang, never played an instrument really. I mean, guitar, piano was just around, but I never really got into it. But I started writing songs, and the way to describe it is like pop and rap mixed. I vividly remember two songs, and I am not going to pull them out now, but it was in this journal. This is my songwriting journal. But my mom threw away the pages because this was hers. Then I got mad at her for throwing it away. Yeah. Then I turned it into a diary, a songwriting diary. But now it's empty. This is diary on the inside, and that's it. I wanted to turn that into like my joke writing thing, but I don't really write that many jokes. So anyway, you just kind of want to do everything when you're a kid and when you're an adult like me. Oh my god, I'm an adult. But anyway, that was kind of just my brief introduction to my singing. Is I would sing along with the radio, and my dad told me I was good. So that didn't really help me at all. I just gave up on that dream because I did choir after that in 5th grade to 8th grade. Wasn't that good, I just did choir because I did everything. Why not also do choir? Thought it would get me into high school. Didn't matter, but still do choir. Choir is a good one to like learn things, I guess. Anyway, that was kind of that. I didn't do singing at all after choir, like freshman year, sophomore year. Didn't do any singing. Junior year, I did. I got into plays and like theater sophomore year. Kind of freshman year, just hang out in the theater, but I didn't do any shows because I was too scared. Sophomore year, I did It's a Wonderful Life. That was great. We had to sing at the end. That was the worst part, the ending. Even though It's a Wonderful Life was like the best part for people. I hated singing at the end. It was just me and singing did not exist. I never really sang, except for like when my parents would like leave the car and I could play music on my phone. And I'm like, the thing about me is I'm never really home. This whole entire pandemic has been a huge shift. I'm never really home, but now I'm always home. Huge 180. So yeah, I never really sang. Didn't even sing in the shower. I thought that was cheesy and quirky and stupid, so I never did that. No shame if you do. It's just my thoughts back then. And I don't sing in the shower now either, which I probably should. Tried a couple times, but normally in the shower I just think about things, shower thoughts, or I'm like rushing because I'm late, or gonna be late, or my mom's yelling at me because she thinks we're gonna be late even though it's like an hour away, or an hour till we have to be there. It's only 5 minutes. You get it. Yeah. I did Fiddler on the Roof, which is oh no, sorry. I did musical, with just the ensemble, and did Fiddler on the Roof, just the ensemble. And like the singing auditions, I always dreaded. I was like, do I really have to? You guys just know I can't sing, so what's the point? But of course you have to, and that was honestly the worst thing ever. I didn't mind the dancing or acting auditions. I really didn't care. But singing ones, I absolutely dread. I didn't almost drop out. I was just thinking about it, just toying with the idea in my head, being like, I don't want to sing. I'm doing a musical. Why am I here? But of course, like I had friends in the musical and whatever, and I was like, what else are you doing? Just try it. Did it. Got ensemble both years. That was fine. And then last year, so my freshman year, I didn't really do any singing either. Don't really sing. I probably sing like one song a week, if that, last year. Mind you, I'm never home. There's no need for me to sing. I went to karaoke once at Hamburger Mary's. Sang Rude. Wasn't that good. Got me really in my head about everything that day. And then I thought, you know what? Maybe I should try and sing. Then I was like, and I almost went to like a free singing workshop at my school. Didn't end up going because I totally forgot. And I thought like, I'll learn singing after college, because kind of my whole idea or philosophy on college for me. Philosophy is a big word. Just kind of learn, graduate, and then kind of, you know, after college, life. I hear life kind of slows down a bit. But for me, I wanted to maybe save up my money I would be making in college with what odd job, not odd jobs, just working at like, you know, photographer, maybe not that at the beginning, but like a camp counselor was what I was going to do, and then maybe working at like the games room or something, or like, just doing with the cash register and easy, simple stuff. Maybe working at the gym, just like a cleaner of whatever the heck, I don't know. I obviously didn't get the job or I didn't even apply because, I mean, COVID. Yeah. So kind of just save up my money then for everything I wanted to do after college, because in college I mainly try to focus like school first. Um, when I'm not procrastinating on it, obviously. But then I got a weird opportunity, not a weird opportunity, an amazing opportunity to focus on my singing, or at least give singing a shot. My one of my friends from theater was part of this other theater company that now I'm part of, really, and they were doing a free 5-day vocal workout class, and I decided to take it because I was like, why not? It's free, and it was free, which was great. It was 5-day, and I'm not sure if I can say where it is, but I'm gonna say it. Born to Perform. Go check it out. It's a great studio. I really love it. And I'm not even like in the whole musical theater like boot camp or whatever. I'm just legit taking singing lessons, which is great. Because I'm really insecure about it, and you never really sing. I don't really know anything. I just watch vocal coaches like react to stuff. And I got into musical theater not too long ago, just like 2 years ago, 3 years ago. No, kind of. Yeah, I'm really into it. Still learning a lot about it. You know, kind of just all swept in all the feelings about musical theater. All right. So some of the notes I have, I'm gonna be reading my purple notebook that I have, about some of the stuff I learned. I think it'll be good to just talk about it. So how to make the biggest improvement is to practice every day, and that was the first thing I learned. And I was like, wow, oh, okay, this is a commitment. Dang, I really want to do this. I almost didn't even show up because I felt so insecure about it. Because I don't sing, and I thought like, oh gosh, we're gonna be unmuted. Everyone's gonna make fun of me. It's not like that at all, thank God. But my insecurities almost made me not go when I like budgeted out the time for it. And then my friend Rhea and Alexander um, convinced me to go. So you know who Alexander is. So he kind of helped me. Same with Rhea. I don't really know who Rhea is, but shout out to her. Um, so yeah, then I'm not gonna say every single thing because I mean this is the free 5-day thing that I'm gonna be mainly giving notes from, but also talking about my own vocal like hardships I'm working through. So practice every day, and honestly, what I started doing after this is to just look up vocal workout, the 10-minute Jacob Vocal Academy. I started doing that for like 2 weeks straight, just every day, just do warm ups. Because mind you, I don't really sing songs that much, but the warm ups really helped, and it really made me not so insecure. Just singing like like you sound so stupid. I feel stupid if I rewatch this. But what can you do? It just kind of just helps you be okay with singing out loud. I mean, it sounds so stupid. Like, yeah, singing, you're singing out loud, but sometimes you don't process that, and other people have ears, and you're like, oh God, it's really singing is really vulnerable. So there's like 10 weaknesses, 10 most common challenges for performers. If you want to know that, then sign up for the studio. But sorry, I don't really want to give all this away. They might sue me or whatever. I don't know how that works. Probably not, but I'm gonna be saying like the ones that are like most common for me, which is like all of them. But like posture is bad. Like right now I'm kind of slouching, so I have to sit up usually when I'm singing, and that's bad. Then poor breath support. I don't think I know how to breathe right. So poor tone quality, like you just don't like you're not tone deaf, tone laziness. I thought I was tone deaf for like a while. Just like you don't really know too much, and limited range. Yeah, I can't really sing that low. I'm a soprano, which is interesting because I really was told I was alto for years. Messes with me, huh? It really messes with me because I don't know, but I sound really high when I speak, but I think it's really low. So I'm really confused. Okay, lack of flexibility and agility. Yeah, it's me. You just do scales for that. Poor articulation. That is me. I go to another voice thing, kind of. No, I do. I go to another voice class. Um, but like it's mainly on diction. And it's an acting like voice class. Like It's interesting. I really like that one too. And that one you do articulation a lot. It's an acting class basically, but a voice same same difference. Okay, it's an acting voice whatever. We focus more on articulation for me at least. So that's what we do. Um, Lack of discipline. Yeah, you just need to practice. Um, Poor self-image, lack of confidence. That was me. Another thing is like poor vocal health, and like I have that. I don't, I eat cheese. I don't really drink coffee that much, but I do have I do have like pizza and whatever. So, but that one isn't the main thing for me. I think. All the other ones I mentioned is. So yeah. You got to be comfortable with being uncomfortable, which is really interesting. I'm just reading off my notes. This is like nothing coming from my head. This is just the notes from like professionals or a professional right now. Yeah. So I have more notes. I'm going to be turning the page here. So that was what I kind of learned in day one. Obviously, more stuff than that, more tailored to my voice. But those are kind of just what I learned in the beginning. Hopefully, you're learning something from this. So a big thing that I got, I'll explain later, but like straws, like vocal straws, just to help you with flexibility, your vocal range, flexibility, agility. I don't truly know. I mean, I'm only 1 month in, so. But when you're going up from your chest voice to your head voice, it should change. I didn't know that. Like I mean, like I was obviously told that like it should change, but you kind of, for me, I like when I was going up. I'll give you an example because it's hard to. Sorry. Okay, that's not that good, but you get it. Like when you're just blowing into a straw and you're going from your chest to head voice, it should change. Like you should like feel like you just like hiccuped or not, maybe not hiccup, but like it just changed for you, and that could be very vulnerable. And it never really changed. I kind of just like didn't want it to change. So I was just clenching my throat, not clenching my throat, just like tightening my throat to make it sound the same, which isn't good. So yeah. Um, Kind of when I learned day two, that isn't just a repeat from day one. All right. I don't really want to give those tips away. So okay. So another thing is, don't like take singing lessons, and then expect in like a month you become like a Broadway star. Um, that's a really good tip. Just focus on the small things first, which is really great. So yeah. Um, Kind of for me, what I want to do with singing, which I think is interesting to kind of think of it as in seasons, or months. Only 1 month into it, but I think I learned a lot, and hopefully I'll grow, and learn a lot more. This is why I'm making this podcast to kind of look back on and be like, oh, I should be singing more. I want to do this. I should do it. Just do it. Nike did not sponsor me to say that. I wish, but they didn't. Yeah, so so what I want to do is singing. What do I really want to do? I think everyone kind of wants to be on Broadway. I don't think necessarily everybody, but like since I'm really into Broadway now, I kind of would maybe want to. I don't think I have the talent really for it yet. Um I'm kind of just getting started and growing into my voice, which will probably take a lot more years. But Broadway, that sounds scary and exciting at the same time. But I mean, that's everyone's kind of ultimate goal, but kind of like my short-term goal is to kind of just do theater on the side. Like I'm majoring in screenwriting, minoring in theater acting slash directing. I'm not majoring in musical theater or minoring in musical theater. I was thinking about it, changing it every day, but like I don't think I am because that's so much work, and I really like film. Even though I don't talk about it that much, I really do like it. Also, there's a famous quote, I forget by who, but theater is my wife, but the films is my mistress. Kind of what it's saying is that films kind of, I'm not going to go that way or the direct way he's kind of inferring, but kind of more films gives you money, but theater makes you better. I think someone else said that quote. I forgot who. Gosh, I'm bad at that. But that's completely true. I feel so bad because like theater's a big passion for me and passion for everybody, and people are legit unemployed right now because COVID. Um, But theater is great. I love it, but films do make more money, and as an artist, you will have to be frugal and live like an a scary life. Not really, just like an unknown life. Like you don't really know what's to come next. I don't really know how to describe that. Like everything's kind of TBD, or like I don't really know what I'm saying, but I hope you understand kind of what the point I'm going for, is that like in being an artist, you have to really be okay with not working at certain times, or like sometimes an opportunity may not come for a little while, and you have to be okay and settled with that, and kind of have a side job or something. Um, I think films are very I'm not in it for the money. It sounds like I am, but I really like films and everything. I think especially, I think in a lot of things, you go to the movies or theater or like shows, or read a book, and you just come out of it feeling a certain way, like you're ready to take on the world again. And I really feel that way a lot when watching movies, and of course theater as well, and also reading books sometimes, not always, not like school books, but you know, so that's kind of what I hope to do. And also, I think it's really important, especially with movies, to like kind of it reflects the society that we're in, and I want to bring more people who haven't been represented on screen and help them. And I mean we've kind of only seen movies from like one narrative, straight white men. Not don't hate me. I mean it's true. Like if you think about it historically, true. You can't really argue with me necessarily. At least in the States, okay? I'm not trying to call anyone out or anything. It's just, we need more representation. We need to do much better. I was about to say better, but we need to do much better. It's 2020, my guys. Come on. Come on. So kind of my plan, my hope plan, wish is to kind of help with that and bring stories that aren't really like seen that much to the screen, or at least like things stories that need to be seen and heard on screen. Hope that makes sense. That's kind of what I want to do. I want to write and just tell like stories. Basically, I think that's what all artists do. Yeah. So a little bit more of some tips is I started a vocal journal. I really started doing that. That has been fun. So yeah. And another tip is that learning never stops. I think in like 10 years time, people are gonna be like, oh, what do you want to do? What do you want to be? Whatever, whatever. Um, Honestly, call myself a student. That sounds pretentious to call myself a student, but honestly, I learned this in films as well. Is that you don't really necessarily want to be the smartest person in the room. um, you mainly want to be listening in and hearing what people say so you can learn from them. Like a great director isn't the smartest person in the room. They hire the smartest people and work with them. You're supposed to know a little bit about everything, but you're not supposed to tell people what to do, what they should be doing if it's their job. Your goal as a director is to make sure everything runs smoothly, and I mean a lot more than that, but kind of just breaking it down. Make sure everything runs smoothly, and you're kind of like you're the leader, not the boss. You're just pulling them to the end line, finish line, not yelling at them to do it. Hopefully I live by that mentality. I mean, things can change. I might get canceled from this podcast. Maybe not this episode, but probably this episode, or maybe all the episodes. I don't know. Cancel culture is toxic. I think it's good people to get canceled that need to be canceled, but not everybody. An eye for an eye makes the world blind. All right, just some more like voice class stuff. Of just I honestly think that I mean I'm obviously not a vocal coach, so I can't be telling you everything, and I am kind of telling you some stuff that I've learned over the month and such. I'm trying to find more stuff. Vocal journal I think is really important, and if you don't know what that is, I'll tell you. Yeah. So I'm like looking through my notes. But gosh, what's really tough for me is like lifting the soft palate and kind of just singing. That's like the hard part. That sounds stupid. But I'm really in my throat a lot, which sucks. But I mean, it is what it is, you know. I think honestly, what was interesting about the 5 day class that I took, five day, yeah, 5 day vocal workout class. It was really fun. Really recommend it to. I mean, it's over, so you can't really do it. But sorry. um, that you should just go for it. You should really be okay with being you should really try and be comfortable in uncomfortable situations. I already said that, but honestly, what was so great is that I don't know, I guess I had really good luck this whole week because I did put myself through something that I would never thought I'd be doing, and I won a pair of singing straws that will focus. There you go. I just see 3 straws that you can like sing and you just, I'm not gonna do it because I feel like it's annoying. Um, but I honestly learned a lot from just using singing straws. I never like thought a straw can be like an instrument or like just a tool to use for sorry, I'm typing. My dogs are barking. A lot of things are happening. I don't know if you can hear them or hear me typing, but anyway, a singing straw is like really helpful. So you should get it, or even get like a normal straw. Like you don't have to pay money for it. I think we got it for free. And with the 5 day class, I actually won a free month, and that's kind of like why I'm doing this because I won the free month, and it's kind of what I'm talking about now. Is I learned so it was 2 hours a week, a little bit more than that because we also had a monthly lesson with another vocal coach, and a monthly song selection like class, which was fun and great. And I love musical theater. Love talking about musical theater. So I never have really done that, let alone singing for an hour each week, but 2 hours each week. Crazy, but I've honestly learned so much. I mean, you kind of heard what I learned, but more pertaining to my own voice, and I wrote it down most of it, or I tried to start a vocal journal. Okay, so another thing to just another thing that I kind of do in my life is to successful people leave breadcrumbs behind. Like they leave steps behind. If you like know what they, that sounds kind of creepy, like looking up people and seeing like how they made it. But honestly, successful people, or at least good successful people that like did it, um, you can kind of follow in their footsteps or like learn from them. I think that's really important to learn from people. That's like the whole point. Um, you shouldn't just say no, screw you. I'm gonna reinvent the wheel. You can't. I mean, I'm not saying you specifically cannot. You can do anything you want. Within reason, I think. But just saying like, screw you, I'm not gonna learn anything from you. I'm just gonna do my own thing. That's kind of being stubborn and not really learning from other people that have obviously done it. So I really recommend that. I've also learned what a book is. I don't know what a book is. It's a thing. Okay, obviously I know what a book is, but like a singing book. Specifically for singing. It's just your audition material. And you have songs in there with a bunch of different styles that you can just sing and you practice regularly if like you're in an audition and they're asking you like, hey, can you like sing a different type of song? Do you have anything different? And you're not like, oh god, no, I don't. And that's why you have your book. It's like 5 or so songs, maybe more, maybe less, I don't know. Maybe that's wrong. With the sheet music and stuff for songs that you pretty much know, or you can sing at least, or have comfortable with it, or comfortable with it. So that's good. You know, I know what a book is. I'm thinking about my book. Kind of with my vocal lessons, I've been trying to sing songs every week. And I'll get into my vocal journal right now. So I can't really see myself, thank God, but started this vocal journal. It's an online one. I just looked up journals online that you can do for free, and it's on Penzu, so PENZU.com. And I just title all of mine vocal journey. I only have I only have 6 entries in it, but I try to not do it every day because every day is gonna say the same thing because I try to practice every day. But it was the 12th, September 12th, when I did it. I did the vocal workout, 10 minutes and I did some straw exercises. Then I tried to sing 7 songs each day for a week, and that was crazy. I sang I'm Breaking Down, Falsettos, Monster from Frozen, Funny Girl from Funny Girl, Hopelessly Devoted to You, Grease, and Breathe from In the Heights, I Can't Say No, Oklahoma, Watch What Happens, Newsies. That might be more than whatever. You can count if you want. I kind of just took note of like what was working, what wasn't working. I don't know these songs that well at the time. I knew, like, obviously I heard them, but like this isn't like Defying Gravity or The Wizard and I, where you just sing it, every day, or like, I hope you understand what I'm trying to say. Just these isn't songs that I would like put on and be like, yeah, not really. Like, but now they kind of are. These are kind of mainly my audition songs, and I don't want to overplay my audition songs or else I'll hate it. And I did kind of do it with Oklahoma. I can't say no. I overplayed it too many times, and I don't really know how I feel about the song. But I kind of just said I need to work on holding my note, need to work on breathing at the right time. I need to just the back and forth between singing and talking is very hard. Kind of like a patter song is when it's like a singing type song. I think that's what a pattern. Oh God, I said it right, but now I think I just said it wrong. Whatever I just said before that, that was right. Um, yeah. Then I kind of just took some more notes, but that's not important. And then I did say that what days I skipped because I was doing homework and whatever, and I kind of just said, what's funny is that for Breathe in the Heights, I said, wow, I need to do that. I need to actually do that, breathe. So yeah, but you can kind of see like in 2 days time, Watch What Happened from Newsies, I got the timing better, but I can keep up now. I just need to hit the notes, which is great. So I would recommend really having a vocal journal. I'll go through a couple more of mine, and then for a day, I only did 10 minutes of just looking up Jacob's Vocal Academy, the 10-minute warm up, and then the straw exercise. That was it. That's all I did, and I didn't feel bad about it. I honestly felt like that was fine. And on a couple days later, I missed 2 days, and I didn't feel that bad because I mean, I did have homework. I mean, I'm in college. You can't really, but I didn't like say, oh gosh, But I took a lot more notes about. I also started singing "When He Sees Me" because I was practicing that from the lesson because that was a song I really like. Um, and I tried it with the karaoke version. So normally I don't sing a cappella. I try to sing all these songs with the karaoke version, and that's very scary for me because I don't really like singing that much. So that was spooky scary. But I did, and I got more confidence with it. And so the 12th, when I started singing like these songs, 6 days later, I didn't feel that scared to do it with karaoke. I think that's great improvement, honestly. Because karaoke really scares me a lot, and haven't done it like ever really, once, twice my whole life. I'm 18, almost 19, twice in my life, crazy. Then I started like taking note, and for like, I mean, obviously taking a bunch of notes. Um, yeah. So just kind of just saying what songs I sang and how I feel about them, and I'm almost done with this. It's really just singing, like just putting how much time you spent and then how much time you sing the song and how you feel, and kind of just I tried to go for longer. I'm gonna only do like half an hour max of like practicing only the 7 songs once, and that's it. About 3 minutes each, a little bit longer than that, so about 30 minutes. Then I try to sing like all of them as warm up. Just do the 10 minute, do the straw exercise, and then sing all of the songs kind of as a warm up, and then sing the song I'm working on for the vocal lesson. Vocal lesson 5 or 6 song times after that. Try and like improve my vocal endurance. That's what's called. That was really interesting. My voice really got shot for like 2 days. Not like shot, but just it, I noticed the difference. Yeah. I even took note. I didn't do anything. I only did the straw exercise this Monday. And the lyricizes is just this little song that you sing just to improve your voice. Um, so I had the first lesson with like a different vocal coach, was like the monthly that we have. Um, and that's where I learned about I talk a lot with my air. I need more chest in my voice, And a thing that's interesting is try to put your tongue down, because like when we sing, the tongue's kind of in the way. So just put the tongue like you're at the doctor's office, and you have to go like ah. See, oops, sorry, let me be a little gross to make sure on camera, but it's kind of hard to do. So I've been trying to practice that at least like today, yesterday, and the day before. Practice that a little bit. Um, I misspelled something. Let me just fix that real quick. There we go. Um, yeah. So what's also interesting is that you need to sound bad to get good, and that's a really big thing that I'm learning, and it's really true. I thought just I suck, So, um, yeah. So, um, yeah, it's really interesting about this. And then what I did yesterday was just said, I did 10 minutes of the straw and 10 minutes of the lyricizes, and I sang during the past 5 times, feeling more confident with that. It was really great. That's kind of just mainly about not everything I learned, obviously, but it's a lot of what I learned. Um, yeah, I'm trying to just look at my notes. Sorry. So I have 2 of these. This is my last one. It's the same color, same whatever. I just take notes for random stuff and whatever the heck else. So yeah, anything else I really learned? I don't really think so. I mean, yeah. Sorry. um, I'm trying to give really good some free tips that I got. Like obviously, So what's another thing is that if you feel if like your commitment is like kind of flaky or whatever, like kind of like mine, and practice every day. I mean, I do this straw exercise probably like 5 to 6 times a week, which is crazy. Like, what? How am I doing that? But I honestly start off small. What I tried to do is I put like a note, like a post-it note on the side of my thing that says, "Hey, straw exercise!" Exclamation point, smiley face. I did that first 3 days, just looked at that and was like, oh, okay, yeah. Also, it's cool about being online, being on home and online, so you can mute and do the straw exercise. People can just think you're drinking, like water. You know, I'm not gonna do it now. Um, I just never just did it throughout, and I did. Oh, look, I did it in an hour and a half with my podcast. Yeah, that's kind of it. I mean, just a couple shout outs about musicals I've been keep on hearing a lot is Glory Days. No, Glory Days, 35 millimeter. I really like that one. Um, that's it. Maybe next week I'll give you more. But those are really good. I really like those. And those are good for audition songs and whatever the heck. Else, I want to shout out to what I kind of talked about at the beginning. Taylor Lauderman. Woo, love her. Like her. Um, she's great. She did a Write Out Loud thing, I think in 2018, 2019. God, I don't know. This is time isn't real. But she did 5 songs. One of them is called Little Miss Perfect. I love that one. Love all of them. I also love Demarius Cope's um, Don't Trust Her and Erica Henningston's Android Ashley. And the other 2, I'm sorry, I don't like those as much. I think one's called Brave. Oh gosh, I don't know the other one. I'm so sorry. I don't know, but I mainly listen to Little Miss Perfect and Don't Trust Her. And Android Ashley sometimes. Sometimes it's good. Yeah. So um what's also check him out. Check out Little Miss Perfect a lot. I mean, it's really popular now, but I mean, not to brag or anything, but I saw it when it first came out, like within like 2 minutes, or even less. I mean, I was like really obsessed with Mean Girls at the time, and I still kind of am, but I'm not like have the notifications on or always on my phone that much, or I tried to not be that much. I was on my phone less then, but like more of it was just spent on Broadway stuff. Like 80% of it was on Broadway stuff. Now it's more like responding to people. um, yeah, so check out that. It's really good. Another thing is that my idea of what my voice is changes. I think in the beginning, I kind of said in the middle where I said I thought I was an alto. I'm actually a soprano, and my vocal tendency is like kind of like a thing that like a thing you should change, or like just kind of like what you tend to do, tendency. I thought I had no chest voice. Then I thought I was a flip voice, like just going from head to chest and not no real mix. If you don't know what this means, it's okay. I barely do. But I actually have a pulled chest, which is crazy. There's like the three main ones, or at least three ones that I know, and I really thought like it was a full circle, really. So yeah, I hope this episode kind of helped with talking about like what I've been learning in my vocal journey. I mean, it's obviously not that much. Only 1 month in. Don't expect. I hope you weren't expecting that much, but at least I'm kind of just here to kind of look back on this and be like, yo, you should do it. Straw is free. What am I saying? Oh, the straw size is really easy. Yeah, kind of all I have to talk about this week. I tried in the beginning to kind of make it a little bit less about singing and kind of more towards the end, if you stick through it with it, just about my vocal journey and kind of what I learned. Vocal journals help. I really do. I really think it helps. I really think it helps. Vocal journals help, or vocal diary, whatever you want to call it. Um, they really help. I think like whenever I sing a song or whatever, I'm like, oh my god, I'm totally journal about it. It's like kind of sounds childish, but it really helps me get into like this isn't just like this isn't nothing. This is helping me. I'm growing as a person and growing as an adult or just vocalist. I would call myself that, but sure, I'll call myself a vocalist. Why not? Kind of very loose with that term. But one of my goals. um, I think you should have a lot of goals because I mean, you can shoot your shot with one basket and maybe it'll go in, maybe it won't. But if you have a lot of balls, a lot of baskets, one of them's gonna go in. You know, and if you get like a better beggar. Sorry, I was knocking the beggar and fiddling on the roof. If you get a better ball, Betty bought some butter, but the butter was bitter. I hate tongue twisters, by the way, but they're good to do. Little tip. Oh gosh, tongue twisters. And it was just two words: basketball and better. If you get a better basketball, or like a bigger hoop, or even like a bigger backboard, like just those are kind of just if you practice daily, and if you make the time and effort. Time is the hoop, effort is the backboard. Shoot your shot, you can get in. You can get it in. Not always, because sometimes there's some tall people blocking you or whatever, you know. But if you have a bunch of balls, a bunch of baskets, one of them should go in, you know. And it's good to have a lot of options. I mean, don't put all your eggs in one basket. Is basically what I'm trying to say. Because I mean, hopefully it works out, but you never know. You really never know. And what's funny is that I'm trying to be a quote unquote singer. Sure, I don't really know how I feel about that. Even with acting or writer, I don't really know how I feel about that. Even though I've been doing it for a little while now. I mean, singing is the most recent thing, but acting, I've did it since sophomore year, kind of. I mean, there's theater, just high school theater shows, but you know, actor. And writer, I kind of started that about a year ago, maybe a little bit more. Like fully into it a couple months ago because of quarantine, writing daily and everything. Not really sure if I would give myself those titles because, as I said, I'm a student. um, but kind of one of the goals, one of the hopes, one of the dreams, is to write or direct or even be in a Broadway show. I know being on Broadway is like, oh, or at least you look at it like that, like at the end all be all. But sometimes it doesn't have to be. Kind of what my plan with singing and whatever, just at least that side of it, is to do theater on the side. Matt Pat, the YouTuber, if you don't know, he did theater on the side. I think he did theater in college and whatever the heck. He did like shows on the side. It's kind of my goal unless like something else takes off or I don't know. Kind of just my plan for now is to do theater on the side. Like I said, major in screenwriting, minor in theater, acting/directing. And I think I do want to be a director. I think every film kid kind of starts off wanting to be a director. Um, we'll see if that's exactly what I become. I mean, we'll see. um, But I think with acting and directing and writing, of course, you need to know about people and relationships and a bunch of other stuff. But I think especially with acting, you need sympathy and empathy. With directing, I think you need it as well, at least to understand actors and their point of view and everyone else's point of view. Same thing with writing, you need to know how people work. You can't just write a show about unless you write a show about robots, but it's gonna probably be played by actors, at least for the next couple years. I mean, we'll see with the pandemic and everything with robots and whatever. You kind of need to know how stuff and relationships and conflict work, and whatever. So, yeah, kind of the plan with singing is to just do theater on the side to hopefully eventually, if I do get good, be on Broadway. And if not, I mean, that's a crazy dream. Everyone kind of has it, is to maybe write or direct a Broadway show. I'm not sure which one's crazier to shoot for the stars. But you don't know. Plus, I think it's just good to learn how to sing. It's kind of like a tool in your tool belt. Something you can kind of whip out at parties sometimes. All right, let's go into some questions. I mean, you understand that I want to do everything. We'll see. Just this YouTube thing is fun. That's what I'm focusing on now. All right, we got an email. Thank God, we're gonna end it off with an email. All right, this is by Matthew Flores. Shout out to you, aka Derek, aka one of the podcast guests. Okay, tree houses, but underground. That's the subject. Trick shots. What's up, you bedazzled piece of corduroy? Oh, it's a bunch of exclamation points. Maybe I should. Okay. What's up, you bedazzled piece of corduroy? Am I saying that wrong? Gosh. Sorry. It's Triple Regret 33. That name is a reference to something, and how dare you? Back at it again with some more podcast questions for you and you. When teachers include exclamation points in their messages, it sounds like they're screaming at me. Now let's go on to the questions, okay? All right, number one. I know you watched the best episode of the podcast, the one featuring Derek. What is another trait of his that you highly favor? Probably his, nothing. No, I'm kidding. Probably the ability to, make me simultaneously mad and laugh at the same time. It's a really good trait to have. It makes me want to punch you and hug you. But probably neither, because I don't really like touching people or whatever. But you get me triggered and laughing at the same time. So thank you, Matthew. Thank you, Derek. Thank you. Thank you, Triple Regret 33. All right, what is your favorite section of Ikea? Honestly, I've not been to Ikea much ever. I think I only went once or twice in my life. Probably the food aisle or whatever. Maybe the couches and the beds, and I don't know, that was cool. I don't know. Just looking at the appliances. I should go to Ikea more. All right, what is your final jam performance at Camp Rock? Oh God. I was thinking about this because he told me to look at these questions before, especially the last one. In Lemonade Mouth, the final song that they sing before the final song at the end of the movie, where they sing the song and they can't really sing, but the crowd sings with them. I want that to be me, because I can't sing yet. Or I would say I can sing. Maybe the song from Camp Rock 2 and like Camp Rock. That would just be funny to bring it out in Camp Rock 1. And everyone's like, what the heck? Then they see it in the next Camp Rock and they're like, oh. Or the dance from that Shane does. No. Yeah. No, he already did that then at that point. Maybe the dance that Selena Gomez does in another Cinderella story with the vacuum and stuff when she's cleaning. That'll be fun. But I bring on the vacuum and I am actually cleaning. Okay, who is your favorite character from Cats 2019 and what is Skimbleshanks? What is it, Skimbleshanks? Why is it Skimbleshanks? I think that's what you meant. But I would have to disagree. Mine isn't. Yeah, mine's Skimbleshanks. Or I like all of them. Maybe not Jenny Annie Dots or Buster Jones, really, but low-key, I liked Victoria a lot more than people. Oh, Judi Dench. Judi Dench. That monologue to the camera, she's cats. I don't know what her monologue is, but I don't want to get sued either. Oh God, Andrew Lloyd Webber. Skimbleshanks is honestly iconic. And also Robbie Fairchild's character. Oh my God, Mr. Mistopheles. I love all of them. Who's Taylor Swift's character? Oh God, I already forgot. Bomb Ballerina. Boom. I think it's iconic. Like how she was in it for like one or two songs, or maybe just that one song, and she must have got a lot of money from that. I hope. I hope so. But also, I don't know. Okay, this is the last question. The most anticipated question of the night. If Teen Beach Movie became a Broadway musical, who would you cast in the show? And I think it could become a Broadway musical. I think we're living at a time where a bunch of old movies are now shows, like Beetlejuice, Mean Girls, Frozen, Aladdin. I mean, like, a lot of stuff. All right, so I wrote it down. I thought about it 5 minutes before I started recording, or maybe it was like, I don't know. All right. If you know musical theater, you'll get some of these people. George Salazar would just somehow be in it. I don't want to cast him. He would just somehow be in it, or maybe make a cameo or something. I don't know. Maybe the guy who I don't know his name, but not Sea Cat. The other one, the blonde one with the hair. I don't really know his name. I'm so sorry. All right. So another thing I gotta address before I do this, Jordan Fisher. He's in the movies, but I don't hope he would be in it, and that sounds weird. I hope if he's in it, I hope he's not Sea Cat, even though he did do a good job with Sea Cat. I just wouldn't cast him because I feel like he moved on. I don't know, but I would cast him if people force me to. I would say, yeah, okay, Brady. But I don't want to cast him, so I'm not going to cast him. I think he could do better. It's in his past. He was younger when he did that. I think he could do something else. Not to say that everyone else that I cast now should. I think Team Pooh is great, but I think he already did it. It's in the past, so. All right. I think Ariana DeBose should just be in it. I don't know what she would do. Maybe Giggles. That would be funny for her. She could do it. I don't know. I just really hope maybe she could be Mac or Layla. I don't know. She could. I feel like the same thing with George Salazar and Jordan Fisher. I mean, she's in The Prom already. She was in Hamilton, if you don't know. She could be in it, but I kind of wish that her career just goes from just shoots, skyrockets to the sky. Not saying everyone else. I don't hope that, but I mean, Ariana DeBose needs to get more credit in this life. All right. Okay. Who do I think actually? I'm gonna actually cast people. All right. Okay. I see Cat because I kind of mentioned Jordan Fisher. Demarius Copes. I think his career is skyrocketing. Okay, I think he's in. I think he's in the new West Side Story. I could be wrong. I know Ben Tyler Cook is in it. Oh my God, Ben Tyler Cook could also be what I said. George Salazar, the guy with the blonde hair. He could be in it. Demarius Cope's also in the new Dear Evan Hansen movie, and he was in Mean Girls too. Demarius Cope's. He was in Newsies. I mean, yeah. He could be Cat. Why not? I'm gonna cast the main four. All right. Oh, actually, hold on. You know the evil guy, Kevin Chamberlain from Jessie? I think he should still be the evil guy. Sorry, this is annoying me. I keep leaning back, and then that's kind of going out there. Okay. All right. All right. For the four, Isaac Cole Powell should be Brady. I don't think I really need to explain this one. He just seems like a Brady to me. Christina Albert, I don't know her name, and I feel so bad. I stand her a lot. I follow her. She's Gretchen Wieners, Mean Girls. I'm just so bad at names. Sorry, Christina. I think she should be Layla. Should be a great Layla. Will Davis as Tanner. I don't really know Will Davis. I was just looking up Broadway actors, and I think he'll be a great Tanner. Okay, this one's basic. Okay, this last one's basic. Laura Osnes. Oh my god, I can't say anyone's name today. I'm so sorry. My name is Athena Rethis. It's not. See, but I can't even spell her name. I think she'll be Mac. Maybe she might be. Not to say that she's too old, but I think you really need someone like really well known to play Mac. Not to say there doesn't have to be. I'm just saying for Teen Beach, I feel like if Teen Beach the musical, movie the musical, that'd be crazy, huh? I think that wouldn't last that long. I'm saying if you write it or I write it, I want to prove that wrong. But I'm just saying, how many people would think worldwide have seen Teen Beach movie? How many people do you think would come back? I think as Teen Beach now, would I fly to New York to see it? Maybe, but I think it needs more time, kind of like Mean Girls. Like if Mean Girls the musical came out like in 5 years of when the movie came out, I think it just needs more time. Really needs more time. It needs to be updated for the next generation. You know, it's already a Gen Z thing. Make it a Gen Alpha or whatever the heck. All right. You know what I mean? I hope that makes sense. I don't want to offend anybody, because maybe these be my coworkers, or like my actors or whatever. You know, I don't know. But I look up to those people. They're my role models right now. I don't want to offend any of them. And just to say, yeah, I didn't cast anyone really from Mean Girls that much. I mean, I didn't cast 2 of them, but I didn't cast the people that you think I was going to cast. Probably like Taylor Lauderman or Eric Henningsen or Kate Rockwell. I didn't think I'll do it. I just wanted to go a little bit more outside of the box from what I was talking about today. All right, I'm going to wrap up this podcast. All right, last thing from Matthew, his quote. Just remember, if everyone's a star, then nobody is. And that's how Sue sees it. Hugh Dog Swizzle. Thank you, Hugh, aka Matthew, aka Derek. If you don't know that quote by Sue Sylvester from Glee. Glee's a mess. I don't want to really talk about Glee. Maybe not on this podcast. Maybe with the podcast, different podcast that maybe me and Matthew might start if we decide to do it. I just think Glee's too political for here. And you know me, I don't talk about politics unless they're in my dream. So if I dream about Glee, you'll hear about it. All right, this has been fun. I hope everyone listening to this kind of learned a little bit, or you hated it, or I don't know. Tell me your thoughts. I don't hope you hated it. I just hope you feel something. Or if you don't, then you don't. I don't know what I'm saying. I don't know how to end podcasts. I barely know how to do it. Okay, that's what I'm learning. I should learn. All right, thank you so much for listening to this episode. Sorry, it's kind of awkward, just me by myself. I need to work on being by myself a lot more. I was recording and staring at my face for an hour and 8 minutes. Yeah. So, bye. Have a good day. Bye.